Did you know that in 1976 something fascinating happened involving Pareidolia? When the Viking 1 orbiter took pictures of Mars' surface, a rock formation resembling a human face appeared in one of the images. This face on Mars sparked widespread speculation about the possibility of intelligent life on the red planet. However, later high-resolution images confirmed that it was just a natural rock formation, and the face-like appearance was a result of pareidolia. Hey rational rebels! Welcome to the arena of reason, the very place we train our minds to spot cognitive pitfalls. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, where we strive for cognitive precision and free our minds from that mental prison. Today, we're exploring pareidolia, a fascinating cognitive phenomenon. It's all about our tendency to see familiar patterns or faces in random stimuli, like clouds or objects. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated with our mind-strengthening content. If you value our podcast, support us through PayPal using the link below. Please share this episode with someone who might find pareidolia intriguing. Let's learn together. Let's begin. So, what exactly is pareidolia? Pareidolia is a psychological phenomenon in which our brains perceive familiar patterns, like faces or objects, where they don't actually exist. You've probably experienced this when looking at clouds or seeing a face in a grilled cheese sandwich. Our brains are wired to recognize patterns, and sometimes, they create these patterns out of random stimuli. Let's dive into a couple of concrete studies about pareidolia. One study conducted by researchers from the University of Toronto and the University of California, San Diego, found that the human brain is naturally inclined to see faces even in random patterns. The study used functional magnetic resonance imaging to observe brain activity while participants were shown images of random noise. The researchers discovered that the brain's face recognition areas were activated even when there were no actual faces in the images. Another study published in the journal Cortex found that pareidolia is not exclusive to humans. Researchers from the University of Milan and the University of Vienna showed that dogs, too, can experience pareidolia. The study observed dogs' reactions to photographs of human faces, dog faces, and scrambled faces. The results showed that dogs could recognize and respond to both human and dog faces, even when the images were distorted or scrambled. Now, let's look at some well-known real-world examples of pareidolia. 1. On a sunny day, it's easy to see faces in the fluffy white clouds floating by. 2. Many people look at the moon and see the face of a man looking back at them. 3. Shadows cast by objects can sometimes resemble animals or other shapes, leading to pareidolia. 4. The natural patterns in wood grain or marble can sometimes create the illusion of faces or shapes. 5. In 2004, a grilled cheese sandwich with an image of the Virgin Mary sold for $28,000 on eBay. 6. In 2017, people flocked to see a potato chip with a resemblance to former NFL player Michael Jackson. 7. Repeated patterns in floor tiles or wallpaper can sometimes create the illusion of faces or shapes. 8. Many people look at rock formations or mountains and see the face of a human or animal. 9. Gazing into the flickering flames of a campfire, some people see the face of a deity or loved one. 10. Knotty tree trunks often have unique patterns that can look like faces, animals, or other shapes. 11. The Jesus toast, where people claim to see religious figures on slices of toasted bread. 12. The Nefertiti rock, on Mars, which resembles the ancient Egyptian queen. 13. The Google Earth Jesus, where people found an image resembling Jesus Christ on Google Earth satellite images. Individual differences can play a role in how susceptible someone is to pareidolia. Research show that people with higher levels of creativity or those who have a tendency to be more imaginative are more prone to experiencing pareidolia. Additionally, individuals with certain neurological conditions, such as schizophrenia or dementia, are more likely to experience pareidolia due to altered brain function. To spot pareidolia and avoid falling victim to it, try the following tips. 1. Take a closer look. Often, pareidolia becomes apparent when you examine the object or image more closely. A change in perspective, lighting, or distance can reveal that the perceived pattern is, in fact, random. 2. Question your interpretation. Be aware of your mind's tendency to create patterns, and question whether the pattern you see is genuinely present or a product of pareidolia. 3. Be mindful of your state of mind. Sleepiness and fatigue increases the likelihood of pareidolia. By being aware of pareidolia and understanding how it works, you can appreciate this fascinating psychological phenomenon without being misled by it. Whether it's seeing faces on Mars, in clouds, or on grilled cheese sandwiches, pareidolia reminds us of the power of our brains to create meaning even in the most random of places. Remember, pareidolia is a natural part of the human experience, and recognizing it can help us navigate the world with a more critical and informed perspective. To avoid falling victim to pareidolia, you can also consider these tips. 1. Seek additional information. If you encounter a seemingly unusual or extraordinary image, it's essential to look for further evidence or explanations before jumping to conclusions. 2. Be aware of your biases. Our beliefs and expectations can significantly influence our perception. Being conscious of your biases will help you approach situations with a more open mind and reduce the likelihood of falling for pareidolia. In summary, pareidolia is a psychological phenomenon that occurs when our brains perceive familiar patterns where they don't actually exist. This can lead to some intriguing and entertaining examples, such as the face on Mars or various instances of religious imagery appearing in everyday objects. So, the next time you see a face in a cloud or a religious figure on your toast, remember the power of pareidolia and the incredible capabilities of the human brain. While pareidolia might lead to some amusing or intriguing interpretations, it's essential to remain grounded in reality and not let our perceptions deceive us. So, rational rebels, what do you think about this psychological phenomenon? Do you know a story or have an experience of yourself or someone you know who fell for it? Let me know and share your thoughts in the comments below. Also, please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful or want to help the channel grow. Hit the bell to not miss anything and share the video to spread awareness or send it to someone who could benefit from this episode. Please consider making a donation via the PayPal link in the description. Your support means the world to me and helps create more critical thinkers in this world. Keep your mind sharp, subscribe to become a rational rebel, until the next time we meet in the arena of reason. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, signing off.